Yeah, it's a grand swell chain. Yeah.
She steps in the room like a Wall Street queen. Stacks so high they're touching the screen. No suits, no ties, just a pink power suit. Kicking down doors in a Louboutin boot. Bull Barbie takes the gains, leaves the rest. Sharp as a blade, she's passing the test. No room for the fake, no time for the slow. She's the I watch her profits grow. She's got charts in her mind and gold in her grip. Every trade she makes is a mic drop flip. They try to keep up, but they're miles behind. Bull Barbie's a storm, a mastermind. They call her the boss, but she's more than that. Turns every bear into a welcome mat. No whispers, no doubt, she's loud and proud. Riding that bull right through the crowd. Barbie takes the gains, leaves the rest. Sharp as a blade, she's passing the test. No room for the fake, no time for the slow. She's the watch her profits grow. So here's to the queen who's rewriting the game. Bull Barbie's the fire, the unstoppable flame. She's got the hustle, the muscle, the drive to win. And bow down to the trader with the ultimate spin.
Victory! I have won against the camera. Who's here? Let me know. And I'll show you my trade. Now, y'all probably already saw my trade in the other stream. Okay. The trade is on. So, catch up. Because I talked about it on the other stream. You may not have been there. Good morning, Boba. So this trade... Okay, well technically I wanted to buy it down here at 64.70. But I was a little not sure about that. So when it started moving back up without me, I was like, fuck it, I have to get in. So I did that. I originally had 10. My bracket takes 5. I took 2 of my bracket. And I was going for these highs right here, but I was also going for just under the 90 level. So I took most of that off, and then I've since trailed my runners up. So this is just a runner's play at this point. But we'll see what happens. Okay, good morning, Bobajan. Good morning, Oscarito. I'm planning just another morning stream because this week is like insane personally, but that's all right. I'm still going to trade in the morning. I'm working on continuing with some more upgrades for the stream. It was fun having Mytho, but we got to work out a better way to do that. So I'm going to do that in the coming days. Do you buy with limit orders or market orders? I use both. So I had a limit order down here. Let's see if I can remember how to move these ninja charts on this keyboard. It's never the first key I try. I don't understand. There we go. So I had a limit order sitting down here at 64.70, but when I had canceled that, and then you can see we were in this consolidation when we started breaking out of it because I didn't have time to place a limit order for that. I marketed it in. I do prefer limit orders whenever possible, but they're not always possible. So that was kind of one of those times. It's like, I'm either going to miss this trade because I'm already, I mean, I don't consider this chasing when I have a new entry with a breakout, but I was chasing my original idea a little bit. So that's why I wanted to get in as soon as possible instead of really waiting for it. But I'd entered one bracket and then I waited a second and made sure this was holding before I added a second. Oh, I just ate one of my stops. So rude. But I have this other one below the value area high. If that gets taken, then this is the move and it's done. So At least for now. That sucks if I start this great stream and then get stopped out. Boring market, come on. What else are we gonna do? Fucking VIX isn't doing anything. I'm cussing already. There's an interesting warning though. I'm already it's already a little bit extra chaos just because of what's going on over here this week. And then my camera, I don't know if you noticed, my camera sucked for the last stream because I had to use a webcam like a peasant. But we're back. All right, anyway, enough of my personal problems this morning. At least I still got that second runner, I guess. This may be it though, like that may be the high for the day, which, because I was looking at that 90 level, so that may be the high for the day. If it is, it is. I don't have enough money to move the market higher all my by self. All my by self is the thing my kids used to say. Do y'all have that with kids? Like, do you have things that they used to say wrong that you never corrected them on because it was adorable? And then, like, the family still has to say that stuff because it's adorable. Like, all my by self. I do all my by self. She's 13 now and still all my by self. We could talk about the orb trade. I didn't even pay any attention to that, but I should still be in this one. Yeah, so this one's trailed to break even. I didn't really love the orb trade today just because of where we kind of ended up, but it would be sweet if this goes. I really want this one to go though. This account. I think the bot's been trading right. I couldn't watch all of the trades earlier. Yeah, it went short NAS and stopped. It went long MES and is still in it. And it went long Nasdaq and did a break even stop. So for the day, it is down. Yeah. So if the ES orb doesn't hit, the strategy's down for the day. Boo. You're supposed to be a badass and show off. Are y'all this quiet or is my chat broken? Who got in the long? I know Bubba was in the long a little bit. Dog is over here like rolling around on back, like having an absolute party. I want to do dog mode in a little bit. Just oh, you got out at break even. Yeah, it's not got a lot of follow through today. But have y'all seen the VIX? This is the VIX right now. So the VIX doesn't have any follow through either. And then we've got a little bit of rotation that was going on this morning. Look at this. This is what I was trying to show, but like, I think I got asked a weird question. I got derailed. This, this candle does not line up with what the other indexes were opening up with, especially Nasdaq. So I was real nervous about some initial rotation, early morning, first order business rotation out of Russell. I mean, out of the Nasdaq into the Russell. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Yeah, that same setup just hesitated and we're waiting on some pullback. Yeah. I have a lot of questions. Actually, I was in a meeting the other day with one of the prop firm guys, and he was talking about this too. He's like, oh, you don't wait for the candle close? Like, no, bro, I don't wait for the candle close. This is why. Because when I'm like waiting, then I end up second guessing myself, and then I'm like, well, then I'm going to chase it. And so instead of worrying about the candle close, because then we're talking about 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. Like, what the fuck are we doing? So, I don't wait for candle close. Plus, you kind of have vibes. At least if you're watching 5-minute charts, you kind of know, like, how you can just watch the candle. Like, this last one was this one was dancing around, right? It was dancing down here and then was coming back up, and it would dance down here and then it would come back up. That's actually like watching level 2 order flow. That's what the level 2, if you're watching order flow, will say the same thing. Oh, there's an order with 30 lots down here. Okay, now there's an order up here with 10 lots. Like, you'll see it coming through. But the order flow is net positive. The delta's positive for both the full session and the New York session. Howdy, Oracle. Have I adopted you now? Do I get to keep you? I'm going to do another trade with Mytho. It's just like right now, I want to take all of my technology and smash it and light it on fire because it gave me a lot of stress this morning. But after that, after I'm all done destroying my tech, I will rebuild it better so I can do better screen shares. I've already got an idea about that. But I already had to take my camera out back and beat the shit out of it because that's why it was my fault. It's never been my fault why the other stream starts late. Today it was my fault. And I had to go get a webcam and plug it in and set it up all like in the 5 minutes before the stream was supposed to go. Well, the trade you missed earlier was a Nasdaq bounce. Oh man, at 500, that is a bummer. Because there was, what level is that? The close? I don't know. It's one of these blue levels that I don't have marked properly. Oh, did I just get hit out of something? What happened? Oh no, that was an old order. Never mind. Okay. You had a bullish trend line off the 1 hour. Yeah. Yep. I really liked the buys earlier. I just couldn't I couldn't get in both. That was part of the problem. I wanted to take it in my one lot account with Nasdaq and I just missed it because the orb was hitting at the same time as this other thing. You're fat. You need a really large litter box if I adopt you. Well, I have a big doggy door because I have a Great Pyrenees. Did that work? That's where the cats go. So there's a nice run out there. Has a little bit of shade, a little bit of water. You can bark at the tractor and stuff when we drive by. It's fun, apparently. That's what I hear. Oh, the ES and Nasdaq were not lining up. Yeah, they were being a little bastard. My phone's ringing. Hang on. Be quiet, you. We're trading, or at least talking about it. What I was looking at when I got in was we had put in, I guess, like that little, I was looking at this level. It's kind of the same thing as the weak high, poor high. They call it the same thing that I was seeing on that 90 level. But we kind of had it low time frame on the 5-minute chart here too. But this was the little spot that I was looking, because on this candle, this was like the second candle. This little doji was like the second one that they started lining up. Nasdaq also has this. Let me get this chart out of the way for a second. You see this little, well, I guess the candle before too, but I was looking at this hammer and then this little doji and this little hammer and this little doji. And because they were above this box here and above the magic level that really should be lining up the same, I liked it. You can look at my trade again though. I'll share. And you know what I need to do? I need to like have more charts. How do you get more charts on the same screen though? Man, I have to get my text tiny. The challenge for me, because I trade on my desktop and then I trade on my laptop, is having my NinjaTrader screen a resolution that can work on both a 27-inch monitor and a 13-inch monitor. And yes, I'm driving myself absolutely crazy doing that. I've been thinking about getting a bigger laptop just because of that. It'll give me a better NinjaTrader setup if I can just get a couple more charts on the screen. It's really my laptop slowing me down. And my laptop has been totally out of commission too. I couldn't figure it out. I had to get help. I hate it when I'm not smart enough to fix my own computer. But it was not connecting to the network properly. Like it was getting bad IP addresses, and I could not figure it out. It's working now though. I'm back in business. I can trade from the couch at the end of the day when I'm tired as fuck. That's what I was thinking about. 𝗓𝗏𝗁. I was thinking about buying a gaming laptop because I have a MacBook, or what is it, a MacBook Air. So it's really light. It's great for like carrying around and plopping. You know, it's great for online shopping on Saturday mornings, that kind of thing. It's not a great screen for trading. Well, thanks for the advice on that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I think it's finally time to upgrade the laptop. I love my little MacBook, but it is little. I have a ZenBook. I think I was looking at those. Because we're a Dell household, I thought I was gonna have to look at Dells, but he's like, no, the consumer shit sucks. I'm like, good, I don't have to buy Dell. Yay. I will get a discount if Dell sells it in their store though, so that's how I got my monitors. I got them through the employee discount. It's pretty good. It's not life-changing, but it helps. Ken does work for Dell. He's worked for Dell since like this whole century. He hasn't worked in consumer for like 15 years though. He was in consumer and his whole group went away because they're not doing as much consumer, but he moved into enterprise. Enterprise is hopping because they're dealing with people like NVIDIA. So enterprise is doing real nice. So if I was buying a rack, yeah, that would have to be Dell, but I can get any laptop I want. He even has a MacBook, but that was my fault. I had to drive one of the kids to Oklahoma for like a sports training camp, and we were doing construction on our house at the same time. I actually had to move out of my house in the days before I was leaving town. So I had packed up all this stuff, and we have an office on our property too. So I like put my laptop and the stuff I was bringing in the office, and I was so organized, and I loaded everything up, and I took off with everything except for my laptop. And I was in trade, so this was actually a problem. There was a great swing trade going. It's like, no, I have to be able to trade while I'm in Oklahoma. I went to Best Buy and bought another MacBook. They were on sale. It was like $800 for a MacBook Air. So he has a MacBook Air now too, because that one became his when I got home. I didn't actually need two of them. Yeah, I don't know about Lenovo's. I think Lenovo's are good. They used to be. Oh, you're in Tulsa? I was in Norman. She was at OU doing a training camp. That's what we do every summer. If you have athletes, you go to camps. I didn't know this, but so I thought we had to wait till the summer before junior year for recruiting. That's for D1. I was like, why are these people all over your Instagram? D3 can talk to freaking 8th graders. I'm not joking. They have people recruiting 8th graders for D3 schools now. They can't recruit at the camps, technically. I guess the D3 can. D1 can't. I'm not supposed to acknowledge the OU's existence because I'm a Longhorn. But I forgave her for that. We did go to the donut shop. Now I'm blanking on what it's called, where they have the upside down Longhorn, right? But I want to call it the Drag, but that's what it's called at UT. Right at that street, like right by campus. I went and had her do a handstand in front of the sign, and then we posted it on Instagram, but we flipped it upside down. We're like, oh, we made it right. We went upside down Longhorn. Yeah, she's not old enough for the prospect camps for like D1. Don't have to do that yet. But yeah, I didn't know about that. But she actually had a D1 coach say, like, you're going to go to college, so if you don't go here, you need to be doing this stuff anyway. And it's like, what? So we've got to get her Instagram cleaned up. All of that. Was not ready for this. I don't think she'll end up going to OU, so at least we're safe there. This college, getting into college stuff is like so aggressive though. That's why part of me is like, I don't really want to encourage the college athletics part, but the other part of me is like, we should encourage that so she can for sure get into school. Oh, I forgot to change my Apex code in the chaos this morning. You guys, Apex is not making me have this dork ass code anymore. They said it had to have numbers, but my new code is 𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏69. I'll be spending today going through and changing that. I don't know why it has to have numbers now, but if you buy an Apex account, you don't have to go check for my dorky code anymore. You can just type in 𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏69 because you can remember that. It's 𝗏𝗏𝗁 plus the best number. The other places is 𝗏𝗏𝗁. I was ignoring my chat, but it's quiet in there today. You know why 69. They called me and they're like, why are your sales down? Like, you were like you were in our top affiliates and now you're not. And I was like, well, because you got a shit reputation for not giving payouts and you gave me a dorky ass code that a streamer can't use. Yeah, they were confused. Like, why are you not promoting us? You're promoting all these other prop firms and you trade with us. And I'm like, yeah, well, don't make it hard. Maybe they're trying to make up for all this lost time. I guess they actually noticed my affiliate sales were missing. But that's all right. I'm trying to build up the whole deal now where you can have, well, I don't have 20 Apex. I think I have 7. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm trying to build up where I can get up to 20 of those and then 5 of them I funded, but they have to be 50Ks, and then 5 of the take profit. But we'll see. They did offer me some more giveaways too. So this is what I'm gonna do. I don't like how the giveaways work. It's actually like a lot of work, and then it's like the same people. It's the giveaway pros that win. So I'm building a giveaway bot, and I'll announce it. I'll put it on the title of the stream because this is probably next week. But I'm gonna do a big thing where we're gonna give a whole bunch of accounts away in one day, because I have accounts that I could have given away in August that I haven't yet. So I'm going to ask if I can do like a big special day to finish those out, and then still do my September giveaways also. But that way I can hit all 3 of the guys that I trade with and mix it up. We can give away a bunch of those during the day. Oscar wants to know, you should have told them it's because no one wants to pay the $140 activation fee. We were actually chatting about that a little bit, about how their whole business is like making money off of impatient people. Because it is. Their business is making money off of impatient people. And then the real fee to actually trade with them is the $140. But yeah. I will point out though that they don't charge you monthly data. So I've been going back and forth on this. It's just like, wait, now I have to make a whole video about the cost of keeping live accounts, because I'm not charged monthly data from Apex. So I paid $140 one time. Like, there's the pro cons list gets kind of ridiculous. The way I look at it though is if you're paying $140 a month and you're getting at least, like $500 in payouts, which you should be able to do in a month, then it's worth it. Like your net cost is positive. What's up, Vola? But yeah, they do need to fix the payouts. That's what I told. I kept asking, but this guy was like too low on the totem pole to have all the answers for me, because I was telling him, I was like, well, what you need to do is address the payout situation. He did tell me, because he admitted, like, yeah, it's not even that. It's like it's confusing what the rules are for the payouts. Like, yes, and nobody wants to jump through hoops for him, and nobody wants to guess what the rules are. They have the old rules, like the previous Apex and the Apex 3.0, they have like all those rules on the website. If you search, you can end up finding all of those rules. And so what's happening is like, oh, well, that rule's been there, but it's like an old rule. I'm like, no. You need to have one page where it's like, this is what you have to do in order to get your payouts. Because I have not been denied a payout, but I also kind of wonder, like, is that because I'm on the affiliates list? Because obviously I would raise a lot of hell if I got denied a payout. So I don't know. I've not personally been, but I don't disbelieve the people who say that they have been denied payouts. But hopefully they do get that done. That's what you should watch for. Is they're supposed to be making a page where it's like really, really obvious. Are we finally moving? We made a new high. I heard that little alert go. It might just rip back down the other way though. We'll see. So why is the market moving so slow? I absolutely, the market's waiting on Nvidia tonight, GDP tomorrow, and then what do we have on Friday? I forgot. PCE, that's a big one. The Fed's kind of obsessed with the PCE, because that's the price of goods and services. Like, it's the cost of actually what's hitting consumers. So that's a Fed number, and we're waiting for all of that. So when I look at the hourly, here's the end of last week, and we've spent all of this time trading inside. We might actually get outside of it. Exciting. But that's what the market's waiting for. All right, Vala, you were thinking about streaming a little bit longer into when you're streaming here. I wanted, yeah. Well, me and Myth did it yesterday, and it was a complete fucking disaster. But we can try that. I couldn't get his audio loaded, but I think I know how to now. I'm gonna set up one of the links like Cove has where you can log in and not look like an idiot because you don't know how to do sound and audio suddenly. If you're good with this stuff, then we need to get on a call sometime anyway. I have my, so I what happens is I think I have everything set up right, and then I go run it live and there's like one thing that's not working, but it throws the whole thing off. But it was the Discord sound yesterday. Welcome to Reza. Glad to have you. Yeah, we had the streams right, or the screens right for a second, but then I went and tried to show my NinjaTrader chart and it screwed the whole thing up. You know what, I'm gonna stream tomorrow too. Let's just get together later and we'll plan on doing it tomorrow and we'll make it work right, because my OBS is like, I don't know if you saw the My Funded stream, how my camera was different. I couldn't get my camera to work. The whole setup was plotting against me this morning. And this is a hard week anyway. I don't have help. I don't have my normal help driving the kids to school. I have someone else helping me. And so she like wants to chat and she's coming early. And so I'm like, no, you have to go over there now because I'm in here now. And so I was trying to like fix the camera and she's like, oh, what are you doing? And I'm like, not the time. Carlos is wondering, do you always trade the orb? So I do. But that's because I have it automated. Like this morning when I got into this trade, it was around the same time the orb broke, because the orb, let's see, we got this guy, and this guy. So this was the orb high. It's like literally the same entry. So I got into this trade that was based on a completely different strategy. I was looking at levels and order flow for this entry, and the orb just happened to be at the same spot. This is my orb screen, but it's not an orb trade. I think I have an orb trade on though. Let me go switch accounts. Yeah, so here's the orb trade. I have this programmed where it'll automatically enter. So I got slipped by 2 ticks today, not too bad. So I just literally, this automation will automatically enter once this market breaks. And I know everybody wants this. You did not want it last week. It was being crazy. But this, I'm pretty sure this is the final release. I was going to have another developer check it like do a quality check on it for me real quick. But it's looking like next week for getting this automation out. The thing is, you have to have NinjaTrader to run this, and I have to make a video to explain to people who have never done that how to do that. But if you don't have NinjaTrader, I do have the trades being posted in the Discord, and they were wonky for a while, but it should all be good. I have 2 versions of the bot. I have one that I released to everyone, and then I have another version that's my version, and my version posts to Discord. So I had to fix that one too, but we're there. It would be sweet if this orb trade will freaking finish out, because like I said, well, I was just there. Let me go look at the postings. It's in Discord now, so we can see the 𝗟𝗶𝘱𝗶𝗰 is the name of the bot. Okay, so 𝗟𝗶𝘱𝗶𝗶 went short Nasdaq and stopped out, had a full stop, went long MES and is still in that trade, and then it went long Nasdaq and hit the break-even stop. So we had a break-even stop and a loss. So I need this trade to win to get the account back to break-even or positive today. I'm not sure which it'll do. I have the bot set to take a max risk of $300, which is what works in this account right now. I do have this running in a prop account. So the $300 risk will calculate how many contracts I can take, up to 5 to fill that in. So if I have stop outs, they should be recovered-ish. It may not be exact by the next trade. Yours didn't take that second one. What a bitch. Oh, I didn't get 2 NQ. I only got 1 NQ. Wait, no, I got 2 NQ. Did I? Yeah, it went long. Well, I don't know. It might have been the difference between running it on ES and MES too. We should look at that. This is why I'm getting another set of eyes though, so I can just have someone else and I can ask all of these little questions like, is there any reason that it would behave this way that I'm missing? So I'm going to do that. Are you trading the MES or the ES? Both. So the orb trade is in MES. That's how I get that $300 risk. Otherwise, no, it's not going to work. But then when I trade manually, well, I flip around. It depends on what account I'm trading. Today I'm trading an account that can take the micros. So I had the micros in this other trade. I'll go back to the other trade. Do I have the same exit? No. It's way different. Okay. So this volume profile trade is in... Okay, yeah, on this one. Okay. All right, you can sneak out. I'll hit you up, Vala. We'll plan something. Will we have the ability to straight up buy the bot, or do we have to sub it monthly? I'm kind of working that out. For NinjaTrader, I usually do lifetime licenses. I'm behind. I haven't put the Orb Wrangler up for just buying straight up. My website is part of the holdup right now on this stuff, so I have to get the website done too. But usually on NinjaTrader, I do a lifetime. The reason I don't on TradingView is technically the lifetime's dependent on my subscription. So if I stop subscribing to TradingView, you don't get to use my indicators anymore. On NinjaTrader, if you have, if I die tomorrow and you have my NinjaTrader indicator, it should still work. Thanks for the feedback on that too, though. I never totally know what people want, but I try to make it, my idea is if you're subscribing to it, we need to be able to make at least that amount of money to cover it, right? But I know some of these people are charging like $4,000 a month for this stuff. I want you to be able to make it up in like a day or two. So whenever I price things, my idea is you should be able to cover your cost with the tools in a day or two. I still want there to be value on it. You know, that's the challenge in pricing, is you have to find that sweet spot between making sure it has value, and you do want to price out some of the crazy desperate people just so you're not dealing with them, but then also making it reasonable for the real people and the people that want to use it. So that's kind of been my thought process on it. But it's coming. I've really just been because my kids are busy, I'm busy. Like, sometimes I get jealous of all the men out there because you just ask your wife to take care of that. I don't have a wife. So that would be me figuring out how to pick both kids up at 4 o'clock and drop both kids off. You know, that would be me. Gold just gapped up. It is launching. I was bullish on gold this morning. I win that one. That's based on another indicator I need to finish. I want to get the Trinity signals out though. That one's never been released. And that's a scalping signaler. So I think we're going to do the 𝗟𝗶𝗿, and then I'm going to go back to Trinity and Hug too. But y'all have never seen Trinity. And it's a fast one. It's looking for 3 things, if you couldn't guess. Oh, we got a new user in the Discord. Welcome. If you're on live here too. I gotta send you a GIF. You have to have a GIF. Why do I not have good GIFs favorited? Happily divorced. Yeah. That does happen sometimes. There's that awkward question, or that awkward moment when you have a friend getting divorced and you're gonna end up asking, are we having a pity party or a celebration party? All right, I'm gonna switch back here. So we want 94.75. Will we get it? We've got a magic level above there at 96. I like that level. That's why I had my first runner being taken off there, but now my first runner got eaten, so I'm just going to make sure that this new one is cool. But it'll be exciting having Vala on here too. I got an email while I was on another stream. I haven't even gotten to respond to it yet. I'm super excited. I think that I have finally gotten my first in-person guest. I've had a few people like hound me for it, but I had this idea where it should be another lady trader. I think I have a lady trader gonna come visit, like here. I'm excited. 3 things, yeah. We have to have eggplant and melon confirmations. All right, come on. Let's get there. Just get up to 95. That's all we need. Just 95. Did you guys know this? I did not know this. I was talking to I was in a meeting with some other like futures traders yesterday. I did not know this. Did you know that MES has more volume than ES? I mean MNQ. I said that wrong. God damn it, I fucked it up. MNQ, the micro Nasdaq, has more volume than the minis. It's the opposite on ES. I'd never even thought to look. I just like made this assumption that, oh, the ES has more volume on the minis. Nah. It's the micros. Oops, let me do it this way. Put it on this chart. There's no MNQ. That is crazy. Let me take this trade off for a sec. Or not off, just off the screen. So here's the opening candle on the micros. 34,000. Opening candle on the minis. 14. Here's this other big one. It had 13.69. And this one has, on the micros, 41,000. So all these guys up in here, like, you trading too small. You don't trade like the big guys. You don't trade like a professional if you're putting on micro MNQ. Bullshit. The hedge funds are using it. The institutions are using the micros. Fun fact of the day. I liked it. Okay, I'm still just waiting for this trade. Like, I don't even think I'm going to enter any more trades today because this was kind of the main objective, but Got that 95 spot up there and then a little quant above. So what's going to happen up here on my other trade? So this is the orb trade that I have up. I'll switch it to the other chart in a second, but this one's going to hit first, right? When this one hits, I'm going to trail the other one pretty hard. Okay, reminder, while we're waiting for this to print, I am not running ads on my live. You're welcome. You haven't noticed if you're on premium, but if you're not premium, you noticed, hopefully. So in exchange for not running ads, the replays have ads, not the lives. If you'll do me a favor and use my coupon codes, I got Take Profit and My Funded Futures. You can use code 𝗏𝗏𝗿. Apex gave me a new code. You can use that dorky one, but you can also use 𝗏𝗏𝗿𝗀69. I need to update that in my stuff still. That was hot off the press late last night. I'm pretty sure I posted in Discord about it, but I was probably in a car line or waiting to pick a kid up somewhere. But yeah, I'm no longer taking any shit from anybody saying that the orb strategy shit because it uses too much E-mini Nasdaq risk, too much risk on the E-minis because the hedge funds are using the micros. Freaking retail over here. Thanks, Boba. Yeah, I got the links in there, and I do post when the prop firms have sales. I know we all want more accounts. I want more accounts. More account responsibly, of course. I always add these accounts to self-funded accounts, and I think that if you don't have a self-funded account, that should be a goal. You can use your prop firms to pay for your self-funded account and then buy more prop firms. But that's how I get leverage because I'm too chicken shit to take on these massive positions with just my money. Ooh, are we going to get it? Are we going to get it? But I can add positions in extra accounts, you see? So if I want to take 20 E-mini Nasdaqs, I can do it and across 20 accounts. And then I'm only in my personal account where it's my money at risk. I'm only risking that on one instead of 20, but I'm still in 20, you see? I don't have 20 accounts. I'm working on that. I don't have 20. 11? All right, let's go. A few more ticks, you little whore. three ticks. I want 3 ticks. But I appreciate y'all coming to hang out for the rest of the morning session with me. Yeah, well, I didn't get it to work on the downside. I got stopped out, but we're getting it to the upside, and the upside's making up for the downside, so. Come on. A few more ticks. Let's do it. I'm pushing the market. It's like, you know, when you want your car to go just a little bit faster. And I'm ready to trail this other one. But I can't trail it till it gets up there. Come on. The market's really quieting down. But the VIX is in a spot to drop, so that would help. Drop it like it's hot, VIX. You go for 10 to 20 points is yours? Yeah. If you go for the smaller profits, it definitely works out more often. You just got a ton of messages I'm making up. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Everyone wants to collaborate with me today. It's so hot. I was like, I even have a calendar. I'm going to start working this stuff out. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do more co-streams and more giveaways and more everything. More music too. I got some new jams. They're not loaded onto my thing yet, but we'll get them. If I didn't have to spend 10 minutes getting my camera working earlier, this would have been way more smooth, but what do y'all think for NVIDIA? Anybody degenning NVIDIA tonight? I'm just going to hold some spy calls that I'm already in, and I'm going to, well, I won't be able to trade it live because I'm going to be driving. But yeah, maybe we'll get, a lot of times when we have that overnight stuff, we'll get like a major reaction and then we'll get a reversal. Maybe I'll get to catch some of the reversal. Howdy, Matt. Ooh, you have a call and a spread on NVIDIA. Fancy. I'm going to call you degen boba now. That is some degen on that. The NVIDIA earnings kind of crept up on me. Like, I didn't realize it was NVIDIA earnings till like the end of last week, and then I didn't get to do my pre-earnings thing. I need to start making an alert for those. 2 weeks out. A Buc-ee's fan? You mean like the gas station? We don't have any very close to my house, but that is absolutely where we stop when we're driving anywhere. I drive to Dallas a lot and Waco a lot, so I stop at that temple one all the time. I've stopped there with horse trailers and all kinds of stuff. I once stopped there one time, my crazy ass. I heard about this horse that was that someone had pulled from the what's it called? At auctions, at the horse, they'll have good horses that kind of get misplaced in the kill pen. That's what it's called. And a lot of times it's like because their tail got chewed off in a trailer by another horse, so they don't match the description, so they can't auction them off as intended. So like good horses get put in the pen to go to the glue factory, and fortunately nice people will go pull them. But then it's like, well, this horse has to go somewhere. I heard about this guy. I drove up. I got in my car. I heard about him at night. I got in the truck, and we had a shitty truck at the time. It's like this V6 Ford, and I loaded up the horse trailer, and I drove all the way to Kansas. The next day I drove straight through to freaking Kansas in V6 Ford with a trailer, loaded this horse I'd never met up, and drove straight back to Texas. So I did stop at that Buc-ee's with a horse that I'd never met before, threw into a trailer, and was hoping he was still alive like 6 hours later. He was. That was one of my favorite memories of that Buc-ee stop. Like, you're still back there, right, buddy? Oh, it is always packed. But so like, yeah, the one in Temple is like, because everyone in Temple just like goes and hangs out there. And then it's on I-35, so everybody stops there. But there's not one down south for a while. So like outside of Austin, there's not much. The Buc-ee's family owns a massive piece of property right down the street from me. And part of me wants a Buc-ee's there, and part of me is like, don't do it. Do not put it there. I don't think they're going to let him put it there where it is, but yeah, we do need one out here. The closest one to me is Bastrop, which is not close. That's like over an hour away. Can NVIDIA earnings affect the US dollar and turn it to affect the forex market? Yeah, so the currency is not as coupled with the indexes as it usually is. And I kind of understand a little bit the mechanics of why, but not really that well. But I've just accepted the fact that the US dollar is not as correlated with the indexes. But if the indexes rally, the dollar can drop, and vice versa. I don't think that Forex would be where I would take the trade, just because the bigger reaction is going to be in straight up Nasdaq. Because somebody brought up on the other stream, I haven't looked this up to confirm, but I think it's 15% of the Nasdaq is NVIDIA right now. So, oh, Fred, you're in Bastrop. Awesome. So you know the Bastrop Buc-ee's out there. I stop at that one a lot too. That's like, I guess driving to A&M. I have to drive one kid to A&M all the time too. Go by there. When people on social media are complaining about the economy, take a picture inside of Buc-ee's. Yeah. Texas has its own economy too, though. Like, a lot of times I feel like I'm not affected by whatever other people are talking about going on. This is a slow-ass market. I've been saying this every day lately. It's just so slow to finish hitting these targets. But yeah, I've seen a lot of social media posts about this recession indicator. Oh, it's the strippers. Oh, it's the lipstick. How all these recession indicators are going. I haven't actually seen anybody too terribly pissed off about it unless they are really attached to Kamala Harris. Yeah, Bastrop has grown a ton though. I just don't like driving through Bastrop right now because of all the construction. It is so bad right now. Like, I don't even know which exit you're supposed to take for the dang Buc-ee's exit right now, which is usually the one I'm taking because I don't know what that road's called, but that's the road that you go on to go to East Texas, some of it. So are you gonna get 10 acres in Bastrop or 10 acres in Indianapolis? Oh, yeah, I've been to the Baytown Buc-ee's. Should we try to find a Buc-ee's I haven't been to? I haven't went to the original tiny one in, where is it? Like, it's outside of Orange and Corpus down there. I don't remember which little town. It's not impressive. Don't go. It's just a normal gas station. Oh, anyone attached to Kamala? Yeah. I see lots of people crying on the internet about Kamala. Lots of people crying. But this is why I don't understand why everyone takes politics so personally. But I grew up in a little bit of a different time. Like, we were disappointed if the guy we didn't like won, but we moved on because there wasn't all these people crying about it on social media all the time. It's the freaking crybabies. It's like, that's why we can't have nice things. Always. Welcome to the crew, Marcel. I need a cool little welcome celebration like some of the other guys have, huh? Oh, 10 acres in Austin or Georgetown? Ooh, you gotta move fast. Georgetown's hopping too. Georgetown is getting crazy. I can't even recognize it when I drive through there. That's like my least favorite part of my drive if I'm coming back from North Texas at all, like Dallas or Waco, is I have to come through Georgetown and Round Rock. And it's like you feel like you're basically there because you feel like, oh, there's civilization after not civilization. I still have a goddamn hour these days after I hit Georgetown because I have to actually go drive through Georgetown and drive through Round Rock and drive through Lakeway and all in Cedar Park and all this stuff. And it's like traffic everywhere. But what we've ended up doing is just like keep moving farther out. I mean, I used to live like on 45th Street. I was downtown basically, and just every 3 to 5 years we've moved farther out. But it's not the same place it used to be. It's a lot more like aggressive. Like Austin has always been chill. Like that's why people liked it here. But just because it's more urban and there's a lot more people, everything's a lot more aggressive. I've never been a big fan of driving around traffic and stuff, but now it like gives me crazy anxiety. I got honked at yesterday. Oh, I think I got honked at, and I was like, I literally have no idea what I possibly could have done wrong sitting here. Maybe he wasn't honking at me, but I feel like everyone's just like so desperate to get ahead and win. It's like, get ahead of what? We're not going to the same place. Chill. It's very different. But when they actually quantify how much growth Austin has had compared to the other places that have boomed, it actually is literally insane. It's not our imagination. It's insane. I went to military in San Antonio. Yeah, so I spend a lot of time south because I'm south of Austin. I'm southwest, but so I end up if I have to take the choice to go north or south, I'm probably going to go south. So like the outlet malls in San Marcos or where I'd rather go, things like that. And cars, I usually buy cars in San Antonio instead of like Dallas or something. Although whatever, but this market is extremely slow. I just want this freaking trade to get off because when this trade hits, I trail the other one and I move on with my life. But we're not doing that very quickly today. I blame NVIDIA. Can we fire NVIDIA? Nobody wants to fire NVIDIA. NVIDIA's kind of a big deal. It made everybody lots of money. I'm an NVIDIA holder. I felt like it was so obvious, but I still didn't buy enough because everyone was like, oh, the bottom, the bubble's bursting. And when NVIDIA went back down under 100 again in April, I was like, we're buying more of this, right, guys? Why are you guys still talking about selling? Like, NVIDIA is under 100. Like, we're buying it. I played a ton of NVIDIA options last year, too. I haven't been as into it this year, but I'm also streaming a lot more and doing all this other stuff, so that's part of it. I like it when BMO comes in with his options bangers. He doesn't do it a lot because he's got a job, but it's in finance, so he gets some good info. Well, just need a little bit more push. The delta's falling apart. The volume delta. I don't know. I just want a little push. Jensen and his cousin are in cahoots. David, you always avoid anything around Austin. That's actually the way. Like, if someone outside of Texas asks me where I live, I mean, I could say Austin and not be wrong just because I'm like basically in a suburb of Austin. But at the same time, when's the last time I've actually been to Austin? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Probably the last time I went like luxury shopping or something. Or to concerts, because all the good concerts and stuff are at Moody these days. But I don't drive there. I will not drive down there. But I also like driving trucks. Trucks do not fit in downtown Austin anymore. I mean, so I used to live off of 45th Street. This is before my time, but 45th Street was originally a road that had one lane that way, one lane that way. They've managed to cram 4 lanes onto that little road, but that means that they're tiny little lanes. They're not truck lanes. And I'm not the only one driving a truck, so it gets a little crispy. But yeah, driving around Austin has just gotten insane. I used to live off 360 also in Austin, and that shit is under construction. I used to live by the 360 bridge, which is where they're doing all that construction. And I've had to drive by there a couple times, and I've been like, holy shit, if I lived here, I would be literally insane right now. Like, you can't even turn onto our old street anymore. You have to go around this whole thing. It's so crazy. I don't know how people live like that. I saw that stuff coming. I put that house on the market. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Because that house we could have kept a little bit longer. That's when we were moving out here, and things were a little bit easier than usual. But yeah, I was like, no, we're getting rid of that sucker. Would you freaking go up to my target? Oh my god. It's teasing right now. They've just torn down a lot of the stuff that I used to go to in Austin too. So like people will come into town, oh, where should we go? And I'm still thinking about all these old places. And it's like, well, Threadgill's is closed and the Hills Cafe is closed. And like, I cannot think of something that's like old and still there. You have to think of the new stuff. You think, oh yeah, I was about to say that we had the the best rodeo. Like, we do not have the best rodeo. We have one of the worst rodeos. Austin is a goat rodeo. That is correct. Oh, fuck! It hit my stop on the other one. All this time waiting, and then it like takes me out for like 10 points ago. We had, what did we have? Bond auction or something? It's going to go right back up too, isn't it? After that bond auction. Goat rodeo is a good description though. And you never know who you're going to run into. It could be like a good old boy, or it could be someone with rainbow hair and their nose pierced. Like, it's a little bit of everywhere. I mean, the whole keep Austin weird thing, that was, I mean, when I was growing up, we were keeping Austin weird, but it was a different weird. It was like Leslie weird, which is a little bit different. But yeah, it's crazy how much it's grown. To think about the stuff that I used to do, and now like it's so dangerous, you can't do that shit. I mean, I used to hang around downtown at night, no big deal. Just go park down there, go to a bar, no big deal. Fake ID. The kids do that now. Whew. They would be scared too, though. Lucifer, you've arrived. Slow ass market until it takes one of my stops. 6th Street was awesome. I don't even know what you do there, down there these days. That was back when we were like true live music capital of the world. I mean, my parents would even take me to go watch shows down on 6th Street because like the bars would let you in if you're with your parents, I guess. So, I mean, we used to go watch that kind of stuff down there, like cool old blues musicians and stuff. And there's music here for sure. It's just not the same vibe that it used to be. It's not like this kind of where you're going to find those hidden gems and things. You got to have some billing to get a spot. I mean, my crazy ass played Continental Club in the 90s. I'll put it that way. Just once. It was a one-time thing, but Continental Club's still there. I haven't been there, though. I think it's still there. The whole street's different, but man, this market's a jumbled up mix. VIX isn't moving. Dollar's actually moving the best, and gold stalled too. Man, everything is slow. I should be on Discord too, and I'm not. The whole morning threw me off. Everything's got to happen in the right order. It doesn't happen. Matt, are you trading 5 ES cons? This is my orb strategy, and it's trading micros. So this is actually an automated trade. I had another trade going that was in a different account that I was trading manually. This one, since it's automated, it's all math-based, and so I have it set to take up to 5 contracts and up to $300 of risk. So in order to do that, it's taking, well, 5 today, but it has to do micros. I was trying to make this prop account friendly because that's where I put my bots. Well, not Apex. Apex won't let me, but My Funded Futures is letting me run full bots on any account. So Apex will let you run a bot in an eval, but then you can't run the bot anymore in a PA. My Funded has decided that we can run bots in both. So that's where that trade is. I did write this bot, and I'm hoping to release it next week. I think it's finished. It's one of those, like, I probably need to look at a couple of last things, but it's just about there. Yeah, now 6 is dirty and it smells more like piss than beer. I'm glad I got the earlier move too, because this is boring. But that's the one that just got stopped out. And so I ended up taking this basically in the same spot on 2 accounts. When I looked at it, my other one was actually in a little bit earlier because I was in down here on the other one. But this one I had taken 10, and then I exited 6, and then I exited 2, and then I got stopped back out on one. No, it was a lot. I don't know. I lost count. I'm stopped out on all of them now. But I was going to trail the last one when it got up to this target on this other trade, but market had other ideas. Boo, market. Taking out my runner. My runners get taken out a lot, but oh well. That's the point of them. They either are going to get that extension that I don't want to FOMO and chase another entry for, or they come back and knock me out somewhere along the way. I've learned not to be a dick about a tick and trail tight. Yeah. So this trade I don't trail tight because it's automated and I have it completely based on math and statistics for how this trade works. So this could totally fuck me and come all the way back down to break even, but that's why I have the stop at break even. I don't have this copied today. When I have it copied to another account, I exit early when we're at those really close spots like that, just to help protect it, which sometimes means it gets more money and sometimes it means it gets less. But is MyFunded Futures going to get their own charting platform? Yes, it's in beta right now. I've been testing it. I should ask them if I can show it to you at all. Maybe they'll let me. But it's a web-based, so you can trade it on any any device you have, and it has direct quick access to the MyFunded accounts, and it does have copy trading. That's the one thing I didn't get to trade it yet. I had too many things going on and I couldn't I didn't figure out the copy trading yet. So that's one of my missions. I'm going to get on my laptop and tune out all these screens so I can just focus on theirs and play with the copy trading. So they'll have copy trading directly on there too. I need to work on the layout. I think I'm going to do, I'm going to change the layout from it a little bit. But it's a lot like Trade-Evate, where you can have like the charts and the DOM and then the order window. Hi, I'm new of the name of the bot and how can I obtain it? So I'm going to suggest that you, oh yeah, the copy trading is built into the new platform. I'm pretty sure it's no extra cost. I'm going to invite you to the Discord. So this is the Discord link because the bot is about to be released and I don't have a firm date because I am asking someone to do a quality check on it for me. And so that's going to depend a little bit, but I'm pretty comfortable with saying next week. So that's going to be for the NinjaTrader bot that you can install on your computer and change the settings and do it however you want to do it. Come on, come on. But I'm also posting the bot's signals. I have a version, this version that I run on my computer will signal to the Discord, the entries. Yes! Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, we're out of that one. Fucking finally. Anyway, I was finishing my thought on the bot. So if you don't run NinjaTrader, or if you just want to kind of see what it's doing, I am posting the signals. Ideally, they're just going to post to VIP every day, but right now I'm going ahead and letting it post to everyone. And then I'll start doing where like certain days of the week everybody gets the trade. We need to ignore this last one that just went though, because that's not a real trade. This is why I have to quality control it. There's some reason it's trying to, I'm not in this second trade that it posted. Okay, so that one's done. Woo! And probably about 10 minutes left before I was planning on going anyway. So the name of the bot is going to be 𝗟𝗶, and it'll be on my website too. There's a bunch of website updates that have not come out yet. I'm hoping to have that done. That's the other piece of the puzzle to get ready. So it will be on the website. And I was talking about this earlier, but for NinjaTrader, but not TradingView, I usually offer a lifetime option. And I haven't priced that yet. I'm doing the math on it. I try to make it where you can make that up in one day. I've seen some of these people where you have to, if the thing doesn't have a really good month, you're fucked and you don't have any profit from it. Well, thank you for the trade compliments. I wish I hadn't gotten taken out of that other one, but here, let me show you. I just have to change my account number off of here. Well, it was this wick that took me out. But this is my messy chart where I have all the levels. Oh, I'm not even showing it. And I was trailing pretty close to this little line that I have here, and so that one took me out. Otherwise, I was supposed to have a runner there, and I was supposed to have a runner up just a little bit above 6,500, going for that all-time high. Holy cow. All-time high on a random Wednesday before NVIDIA earnings. Oh yeah, BMO just posted it. Happy all-time highs, everyone. Well, we didn't actually get it on ES. Did we get it on Nasdaq? I think we're about 30 points away on... Oh no, we're more than that. I had to zoom out. What are we all-time highs on? Is it on SPX? Do, 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 do. $81. Where are we right now? Oh. The high on SPX, the all-time high, is 64.8134. So not quite. We were right there. All right. All right. Spunky little market. Very, very spunky. I'm so glad I got my camera working. That other camera was really pissing me off. Isn't this so much better than the webcam earlier? Oh, I hate that webcam. I'm getting hungry too. Nice timing market on finishing the trade. Jonathan, do you have any stats on the bot, like win rate? So here's the deal. The bot's not finished. It might be finished, but that would be like this week it's as of finished. So I can't give you stats on how the bot has performed in a live market when it's brand new. What I do have is stats on the strategy. So I can say, and it's when you put those, when you see these hypothetical results, like that's exactly what we'll be talking about here. But I have the stats on the rules that I programmed into the bot, and I need to redo them to get the most recent. But last time I ran it, it was the losses were around 23%, and then the break evens were around 25%, and then the rest of it was wins. So I have gotten criticism because my win rate isn't like 90% or something. But what I've been focusing on is making sure that the loss rate is low, because for me, I would rather have a break even than a loss when I'm averaging things over time. It just like, that's my personal preference. If you can't stand seeing those break even stop outs like that, you have to take profits sooner. So then you are limiting you're getting more wins for less money. So there's just kind of some different math that you have to do in it. No, you're fine. I do get asked that a lot. Like, do you have stuff on the bot? And some people will say, oh yeah, I got stats on the bot. But when I go run just the back testing on the bot, like it gives some different results than if I run back testing on the actual strategy. So I went back and looked at the individual trades, and you got to back test the strategy. But even with the tick data, it was missing some trades and things. I actually have a whole playlist for the orb strategy now because it's had a lot of interest. I just got an email too. I think we're going to do a cool collaborative video on the orb strategy. Actually, I had 2 emails this morning about doing collaborations on that. So we'll be doing some of that. I'm really excited about all these collaborations that I'm going to be doing. I've seriously, right now I'm just in a room in my house because I can see everything that's going on. I can kind of manage everything that's going on. I might actually be moving this to another room just because the operation is growing a bit. Or like a whole different building, but that's because I have acres and I have random buildings. I have the former guest house has been turned into an office that nobody works in most of the time. People should learn to regular trade before using bots. I agree with that, but probably not for why you think. I talked about this the other day too, but there's this notion that having a bot fixes all your trading problems. But what a bot is, it's an automated version of a strategy, either mine or yours or somebody else's. It's somebody's strategy that has been programmed. So it's still going to have times it doesn't work. It's going to have losses. Sometimes it'll end up having more losses than I do with my regular trading, but the idea is it's more consistent. So you're going to get losses and you're going to get wins, but it should be pretty consistent over time if you do it right. If you don't know anything about the market, you're going to have a hard time managing a bot, because this is what people don't understand. It's not, algo trading is not you turn on a bot and go to the golf course. I mean, you might be able to do that to some extent, but you still have to manage it. You still have to know what's going on. There's still strategies between which accounts you're putting them on, what assets you're putting on, what days you're pulling it, how you're handling errors, because there are errors and bugs that happen. So I don't think that it's like an instead of, I don't think you run a bot instead of learning to trade. I think you learn to trade and you learn to algo trade. It's two separate skills, and it's different account management and different money management. Because I know when I trade if I trade my Stampede setup, that thing fucking hits. Like it hits, like I very, very, very rarely lose with that Stampede setup. It's a good setup. I can't really program that the way it is, but I'm also really good at trading it. So I'm not going to give up on that strategy. I'm going to trade the shit out of that one live, but it's not going to happen every single day. I admit that when I'm looking for that hourly signal, I might just get 2 or 3 of them a month. So it's not a great strategy to, put all my eggs in one basket with. And that's why I've incorporated algo trading too. Sometimes we get we'll even get in a couple of weeks, right, where we have just a mess. Our brain's a mess and we just can't make it work. And even if we have good setups, we're executing them like absolute trash and we just can't get it done. We can't get our job of like making income work. And that's when it's nice to have the diversity of maybe I can rely on my algos that I've been developing. But it's, as far as just like buying one and downloading it and running it, I think that's scary. Because you do actually have to learn how to run your bots too. And I have a few different kinds that I run. So I have the ones in NinjaTrader that you end up seeing a lot on the screen, but I also have some that are Python. That's literally just a program that runs. Sometimes it crashes and it's not running. You'll see that, like, sometimes I'm not running AskBot because I don't feel like running AskBot. But like I have to go, either I have a shortcut so I can run it, or I can go into terminal and run it that way. But like I have to do the action of running it or it's not going to do anything, right? And so there is still engagement with the bots. That's how the hedge funds are trading too. So you'll hear, and ICT has adopted this. He didn't invent this language, but with the buy programs and the sell programs, he tends to kind of use it wrong. But all that is you've got a fund that's like, okay, when price gets down to 64.80, we're going to buy. We want to buy down here at 64.80, but we want to buy $2 million worth. So we're not going to hit the market with a $2 million limit order or market order, or it's just going to go, right? So they're going to run a buy program, and that buy program is going to spread orders out over both axes of the chart. So it's going to spread orders out over a price range. And so that buy program is going to say, we're going to put orders out in batches of 10 contracts at a time throughout, before 12 o'clock, whenever price is inside of this box. 10 at a time, wait, 10 at a time, wait. They've got a bot programmed to enter at the frequency inside of this price and time block. Do you see where ICT took this lingo and freaking mauled it and destroyed it and turned it into some bullshit? But this is why I get frustrated talking about this stuff, is because anyone who's listened to ICT, I see order block or buy program or sell program, they think it means like some guy in the white van, but this is actually what that is. So if the hedge fund's going to turn on their buy program down here, if that's what they're doing, they might have a sell program up here too, because they bought down here. They ran their buy program overnight. They got their prices down here in the 70s. So every time price came down into the 70s, they were buying. That was their buy program, was set to buy when we got down there. And then when we get up here, they're going to start running a sell program. So that's their sell program. It's instead of hitting all their orders in the market at once, they're going to hit a sell program. And when we get into this order block, we're going to start selling. That was a ridiculously valuable lesson, whoever triggered that. Okay. Am I hating on... Okay, guys, first of all, it is not hate if it is an objective fact. If I'm saying an objective fact and you don't like it, your interpretation is hate. That's not me hating. That's me stating an objective fact, for the record. So Oscarito, I will go live tomorrow after the stream, the My Funded Future stream, till about the same time. I'm looking at adding some things, but part of why I'm not streaming in the afternoon right now is I'm doing some planning and getting some people. I'm getting some, I don't know, I'm trying to collaborate a lot more. So I've got some stuff I'm excited about, but that's what I'm doing in the afternoons more right now. So it might be I start doing some longer streams. Like I mentioned earlier, I want to do a big giveaway stream because I'm actually behind on my giveaways, which is a lot of tech and me just not being able to do everything all at once. So I'm working on setting that up to where we're just going to have maybe I'll stream all day and we'll give away a crap load of accounts. So I might be able to get My Funded to give us some extra ones that day, or maybe a special coupon code or something too. So I'll work on that. Now I'm actually in the 𝗘𝗶𝗿 business apparently. So I have to call and negotiate all these things, which is weird because I was just a dumbass trading and letting y'all watch while I did it sometimes. But now I'm business Barbie. Oh, and the orb account is green today. So thank you for that trade, because yesterday it was not green. Okay. All right. Well, I'm out of here for now. And I don't have a ton of songs to choose from because I screwed up my stream deck the other day, but I'll play whatever song is available for me on the way out for y'all to enjoy. New ones are coming once I get this sorted out. Hopefully I'll get it this afternoon. But until then, you can join me in the Discord, and I hope to see you on the stream tomorrow, both here and My Funded. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. It's a grand sword chain. Yeah.
She steps in the room like a Wall Street queen. Stacks so high they're touching the screen. No suits, no ties, just a pink power suit. Kicking down doors in a Louboutin boot. Bull Barbie takes the gains, leaves the rest. Sharp as a blade, she's passing the test. No room for the fake, no time for the slow. She's the go, I watch her profits grow. She's got charts in her mind and gold in her grip. Every trade she makes is a mic drop flip. They try to keep up, but they're miles behind. Bull Barbie's a storm, a mastermind. They call her the boss, but she's more than that. Turns every bear into a welcome mat. No whispers, no doubt, she's loud and proud. Riding that bull right through the crowd. Barbie takes the gains, leaves the rest. Sharp as a blade, she's passing the test. No room for the fake, no time for the slow. She's the go, watch her profits grow. So here's to the queen who's rewriting the game. Bull Barbie's the fire, the unstoppable flame. She's got the hustle, the muscle, the drive to win. And bow down to the trader with the ultimate spin.